Hello, I'm Jeff Siegel. Welcome to SantaAnita.com as we present our video seminar for our very good Saturday program at Santa Anita, 10-race program. We'll dive into the first race. This is a 7-furlong claiming event and number 2 on your program, and that's Cabo Major. Looks very tough here, especially with the scratch off the program of number 1, Trip the Light. So Cabo Major looks like a very short-priced standout here. Veteran mare in the Jack Harava barn should get a great trip, even though she is moving up a notch in class. This is not a particularly strong field, and I think 7/8 will allow her to settle in behind the leaders and then make her run. Anything close to her best should be good enough with Rosario riding her back. A short-priced rolling exotic single in today's first race. It's number 2, Cabo Major. Moving to the second race, this is a maiden special weight for 3-year-old fillies, and there are 2 fillies in here that I'm going to zero in on. They are number 4, Dazzling Display, also number 5, Dangerous Angel. Now, Dazzling Display has got the all-important race over the track last summer at Del Mar, so she has a race behind her now. She is coming off a layoff, but with that tipping her hand in that one race at Del Mar, you got to think that she's going to be tough to beat here, especially with the fast works, the 59 flat gate work showing. So her form at Del Mar, very good second in her only start, a huge buyer number for a 2-year-old at that time of the year, an 80, and if she comes back anywhere close to that, and most likely better, then Dazzling Display is going to be very difficult to beat. That's why she's 6-5 in the morning line. But a first-time starter in here is very intriguing. That's number 5, Dangerous Angel, making her racing debut at 6-1. Daughter of Forest Danger is bred to be very quick, gets P-Val, and for Vladimir Serin, this is a filly that is trained really well. Quick filly, looks like she can definitely run. So Dazzling Display better be every bit as good as she was when she had that one start at Del Mar. Otherwise, Dangerous Angel will be very, very dangerous. I'll use them both. Obviously, Dazzling Display with the proven element, she's 6-5, is going to be tough to beat. But definitely use Dangerous Angel at 6-1 in your rolling exotics as well. 4 and 5 in your exacta box, and again, use them both in your rolling exotics. The third and fourth races are races that I'm going to pass. I can't really get a handle on either one. The third race is a mile grass race, first level allowance for state breds, and I guess number 3, Don't Mess Around with Jim, deserves top billing. He is 9-5 in the morning line, may go lower. The issue with him is he's had a series of very hard, taxing, driving races, and in all 3 of his last starts, he's lost in the final stride. So I don't know how many more good ones he has left in him. He's consistent, he's genuine, but he's also had a pretty tough and hard taxing campaign. May make him vulnerable. But now, having said that, he does look like the right horse and probably will win, but at no value. So I'm going to pass the third. And the fourth, the same situation. You've got the Las Flores for fillies and mares sprinting, and I'm not really that keen on anything in here. Broken Dreams comes off the best race. That was when she was 2-1 Zip Me in the Clocker's Corner. But that was on grass. She has 2 main track races. One was a maiden win, and that was over a sloppy track at Tampa Bay, for whatever that's worth. And the other was 2 races back at Gulfstream in the Sunshine Million Sprint. She was non-competitive in that race. Didn't get a good start, though, so I really wouldn't hold that against her. So on her best day, and if she does run back to her last race in the Clocker's Corner, Broken Dreams probably should beat this field. But she's on the inside, there's speed outside of her, and because I'm just not sure about her ability on this main track, this is a race I'm going to pass. Again, if you want to play rolling exotics, I guess you could single Broken Dreams, but she looks to be like the right one. Not a good enough play for me, though, to make it, especially when I think she'll go lower than 5-2 that she is on the morning line. Fifth race, maiden turf event for 3-year-olds and up going a mile. I really like number 10, Cat Talk here. The classic 2 sprints and a stretch-out pattern for this son of Tail of the Cat. Should like the grass. Well, at least Gio Ponte does, and he's by Tail of the Cat. But Cat Talk's drawn way outside. I don't think that's going to be a bother. I liked his last race. He showed excellent speed. He was checking down the backstretch in tight. He kept to his task. He finished third. It was a good effort. The numbers going in the right direction. He's come back and he's trained well for Paddy Gallagher. Gomez knows him well. The pace scenario looks soft. I think Cat Talk could easily make the lead here and keep on going. Or maybe off of visual intensity, who should show some speed as well. But this is not a real strong field. It's a Calbred race, and I think Cat Talk at 4-1 in the morning line represents excellent value. Let's go with number 10, Cat Talk, as a strong straight play and rolling exotic single in today's 5th race. It's number 10, Cat Talk. 6th race, claiming event, 4-year-olds only, and this is a claiming price here of $12,500, and number 1, Toro, Trippi, number 4, 5-Star Fortune, both should run well. If you're playing rolling exotics, you may want to go a little deeper than that, but those are the two that I came up with. Toro, Trippi has to overcome the rail, but he's dropping 2 levels in class for Becerra. This is a good class for him. His numbers are solid and strong, and if he can avoid trouble from the rail, get up inside and get a good ground-saving trip, then Toro, Trippi should be good. The Phoenix Invader, 5-Star Fortune, I'm not that keen on taking Turf Paradise for him and projecting it here. It's at Santa Anita, but 5-Star Fortune's coming off a highly rated win for Dan Morgan down there, and if he can run back to that race here, then he's definitely a threat. So we'll throw him in, number 4, 5-Star Fortune. So the exacta box there, 1 and 4, Toro, Trippi, and 5-Star Fortune. Use them both in all of your rolling exotics. 7th race, down the hill, and Bella Roja, number 4 in your program, has been scratched. That's a key scratch. So there's not a lot left in here other than the horse that I like, and that's the pace horse, and that's Queen Mariles. This is a very fast mare by Albert the Great. On turf, she's not necessarily proven, but I think coming off a couple of dirt track races, most recently a pretty clever win, I think that she was actually fading in that race, but she's dropping in class. But Queen Mariles has wins that are good enough to win this, and I go back to her Del Mar race when she won for $32,000 down there over the poly track. Whether or not she can duplicate that kind of performance on turf today and down the hill remains to be seen. But she does look like she's the controlling speed. So Queen Mariles, to me, with Talamo riding her back for Bruce Headley on the 1-level class drop, definitely has a chance. I thought her last race down the hill was pretty good. She got swallowed up late, but this is an easier spot. I think she'll stick better. So let's go with number 10, Queen Mariles, as a straight play and rolling exotic single in today's 7th race. It's number 10, Queen Mariles. 8th race, claiming event. This is a 12-5 claimer, and the horse I actually liked here scratched off the program. That's number 3, Hiatus. So without him in the race, this race becomes kind of an open fray, and I'll go 3 deep using number 2, Anga, also number 5, Pen and Sword, and then we'll also use number 8, Regal Fever. So the exacta or trifecta numbers here, numbers 2, 5, and 8. Number 2, Anga, is taking blinkers off. That's a very good angle. Although he's not dropping in class, I think he's probably better than his last race shows. And I think Anga with the blinkers off has some back form that would land him in the frame at least. So use him, number 2, Anga. Number 5, Pen and Sword. And I don't know what kind of shape he's in. He hasn't been out in a long time since last summer, but the work seemed pretty decent for Mikowski, and this is a horse that could produce the last run. Also number 8, Regal Fever. Poor race last time out on the grass against Starter Company, but he's better than that. If he runs back to his race before last, the win over at Hollywood, then Regal Fever can act with these as well. So let's go 2, 5, and 8. I don't really have a preference to any one of the 3, but I'm going to try to get through this race using just those 3. It's kind of an open event. If you want to spread, go ahead. But we're going to try to get through using numbers 2, 5, and 8. Moving to the 9th race, another 6.5 down the hill sprint. And a very good race here, actually. We're going to use 3 horses in an exacta or trifecta box. They are numbers 4, 6, and 7. Number 4 is West Ruler. 6 is Separate Forest. 7 is Sneak Preview. So a solid exacta or trifecta box here. West Ruler came off a layoff and was very sharp, beating Statebreds recently for Sadler over the course. Let's see if she can duplicate that effort in Open Company. That's number 4, West Ruler, a major player. Number 6 is a Separate Force. She was actually a pretty good third last time out. As the favorite, got beat, didn't get the best of runs, better than that for sure. Look for her to be on under the lead throughout under P-Val. And then number 7, Sneak Preview, interesting Stranger Danger, coming in from England, first time in the country for Carava off the long layoff. But the works are slow and easy, but good enough to have her fit. And she was a very, very good filly way back in 2008 and even 2009. She had the one run there. So although 5 years of age, she's lightly raced. She's got some very strong Racing Post numbers. And if she's ready to roll, Sneak Preview can absolutely win this race. She's 8-1 in the morning line. Definitely use number 7, Sneak Preview. So the exacta or trifecta box numbers here, once again, 4, 6, and 7. West Ruler, Separate Forest, and Sneak Preview. Use all 3 in your rolling exotics. 10th and final, maiden claim again on 5 furlongs. Really not a whole lot of depth here. Number 2, Cabo San Lucas is going to be out there winging. Maybe he clears, maybe he hangs on. Not very dependable under pressure, but he is quick. That's number 2, Cabo San Lucas. Also use number 4, Dancing Yodeler. He's shown some speed against maybe a slightly tougher company coming down from Northern California. I like those shippers from Northern California coming off the DePita running on dirt. So Dancing Yodeler would actually be my top pick. And then number 7, Me Salty. I'll throw that one in as well. Blinkers off, class dropper for Victor Garcia. Use number 7, Me Salty. So the exacta or trifecta box here, numbers 2, 4, and 7. Preference to Dancing Yodeler. Use all 3 in your rolling pick 3, pick 4, pick 6, whatever else you may want to play in today's 10th and final at Santa Anita. And that wraps it up. This is Jeff Siegel for SantaAnita.com. Best of luck today, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.